What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Today's video, we're going to be working on the 5.9 Cummins, specifically on the exhaust. So let me give you a little background of this truck. So this truck came with full exhaust when I first got it. So it actually broke itself in half, and now it's actually cut right underneath the cab. Cut right here, right after this cross member that holds the transmission. But this is just right in line of the cab. So that is just a little bit of a problem, just because it makes the cab super loud, guys, and obnoxious. So today we're gonna go ahead and try to fix that problem. So I actually want a hood exit out of this truck. So what I plan on doing is taking the whole exhaust system from the turbo back off, and then building something that is gonna come up here and straight out the hood. We're actually going to be working on a budget today, just because I have the other half of this exhaust laying around. So what I'm gonna do, as you guys can see, I went ahead and cut some of it off, but I'm gonna try to make the exhaust out of this. I know it's like corroded some, but this side is pretty good. So we're gonna try to build something off of this exhaust tube right here, and then I use this 3-inch to try to mold what I want to do. So I'm gonna try to make it into this. Now, I don't promise you this is gonna be the prettiest exhaust setup, but I promise you it's gonna work. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, guys, so you guys know exactly when I post. Let's get it, and let's get this video started. Alright, as you guys can see, I have this 3-inch here trying to mock up this exhaust system. It's not touching the intake boot here, and it's not touching the exhaust manifold right there. As you guys can see, if I can get a U-shape tube coming off of that turbo right there, and then it'll come straight out the hood right there. So this right here is not a bad angle on what I want this tube to look like, but out of this I also have to make that U shape. But let's get started and figure this out, because it's not going to do it by itself. Alright, guys, let me go ahead and explain this to you guys. Oh, shit. This right here is what goes to the turbo. This side right here goes to the turbo, and on this side, this downpipe connects to the full exhaust behind the truck, right? So occasionally it goes like this. Boom, turbo goes right here. Now, since this is the turbo size, we are going to be deleting this, because we're going to make the hood exit off of just the tube, right? But we need this size coupler on the tube. So what I did is I went ahead and cut this tube down to size, because obviously the flange was a little bit bigger, about 1/2 inch bigger all the way around. I went ahead and cut it to the actual turbo size itself, so it should sit flush. Let's go ahead and test it out. Since this is the turbo size, this should fit. Just like that. Now we're gonna tighten her up. Hopefully this fits, this works, guys, because if not, we're gonna have to go buy a whole new exhaust setup for this. But this is pretty much me building a hood exit on a budget. So guys, if you want to build a hood exit on a budget, just chop up your own exhaust and just follow these instructions, alright? This should work occasionally. Alright, starting to get hard there. Alright, you see how hard that is? That ain't going nowhere. That sucker ain't going nowhere. So that's good, because that means that this tube will attach to the turbo flange. Now we got to figure out where we're going to cut it to make that 90-degree bend. I don't know if it's going to be more than a 90-degree bend, but we're going to go ahead and test some things out. So that's perfect. That's actually really good. Now we got to figure out how we're going to make our cut and how much of a tube we're going to need from that cut. So let's start measuring some stuff. Alright people, so this is where I'm at so far with what angle I want to go with. So obviously the turbo is facing back, so this is where the turbo is going to grab, and then it has to come, obviously it has to come back, so it's kind of like a U, so then it could come back up out the hood. So this is where I'm at. This is what I've made. Obviously I need to go ahead and clean it up, weld it a little bit better, because as you guys can tell, I'm not a very good welder, but I'm making do with what I can. This is a budget build, so like, if it doesn't work, we're obviously gonna go ahead and order a new one and get the right pipe in there. But if it does work, it'll work for a little bit, right? So what I can tell is gonna sit something like that. So then now I need to make a tube that comes up. So let's check this out. So as you guys can see, that piece right there fits right on the turbo, just as planned, and then it has that hard bend, and then it's coming out. As you guys can see, it gives us enough space to keep our AC. Now we just gotta get a tube to actually come out of there and come up here. So we're gonna try to make it out of this here, see if it works. Quick little update on what's going on. Let me show you my little contraption here. This is what I've came up with. So we got this hard bend right here, and then this is actually the up pipe, and then now I have to go ahead and cut it right here. As soon as I make this last cut, and then I'll mock it up, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in the truck. Then we can go ahead and clean all this up. As you guys can see, I am not a welder, guys, at all, but as long as I can hold it up there, and we can clean all these gaps up, make them close everything up. We're gonna have to figure something out here as well. I just wanted to get all the angles. All I know is that I really hope that this works, because if not, we're just gonna have to buy a whole hood stack kit, and that's not a problem. I just really wanted to see if I can actually make a hood stack for this truck. It's more of an inner thing for me. Hopefully you guys can make it cheap off of the tube that you already have, because this is pretty much the exhaust tube that I already have for the truck. I literally just chopped it up and started welding on it. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, guys, so you guys know exactly when I post. We are on our way to 5,000 subscribers, so let's get it, guys. I know we can get there. I'll see you guys in the next clip. As you guys can see, the exhaust setup is actually pretty good. It's not touching anywhere. It's just really close to the intake, but we're gonna be cutting this down anyway so it can come straight up and then out the hood. But as you guys can see, everything so far has pretty good clearance. I'm actually pretty happy on how it's fitting. Now we just got to make sure it goes up. Yeah, we're just gonna keep chopping away at it, welding it, and hopefully we get a good result. Guys, I am super excited how this is actually coming out. Just made an extra cut there. It's not the prettiest. For $0 it works. Check it out. So we pretty much got everything fitment wise perfect. Now I just got to go ahead and clean these welds up, make sure there is no leaks, and the next step is cutting the hole in the hood and we should be good to go. But for costing me $0 to make, guys, this is actually absolutely perfect. I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, obviously if you want something better than this, you're gonna have to pay the price for it, but doing it off the top of your head, this is actually pretty good, I can say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Get to welding everything together and sealing everything together, and then I'm gonna pick you guys right back up, right? Alright guys, so it's currently the next day and I want to go ahead and finish this sucker up. I did some welding here, and guys, do not freaking weld like me. By no means am I a welder at all. This is probably going to be one of the ugliest manifolds you guys have ever seen, but it's going to work. It's going to work, I'm pretty sure. We're going to make it happen. We just gotta go ahead and patch a lot of these holes up, and then I'm gonna try to wrap it in some exhaust wrap, make it look a little bit prettier. But hopefully it all ends up well. I'm gonna go ahead and start finishing up, cleaning these welds up and everything. And as soon as I have everything welded up, I'm gonna go ahead and pick you guys back up. All right guys, so here she is, all welded up, all patched up. Like I said, they're not the prettiest welds, but she will hold up. Let me try to put it on this chair for you guys here. So that's how she's looking. And like I said, she's not the prettiest, and not the prettiest too, but it's the exhaust that was on the truck originally. It eventually just cut in half and fell off. So I was like, you know what, let me make an exhaust for it. And I really wanted to go with the hood exit, so this is me trying to make a hood exit for this truck. Now what I do want to do is go get some black heat paint, black exhaust paint, paint it all black, and then get the wrap, the exhaust heat wrap, and wrap it all the way up. I am gonna go ahead and install it right now just to test it out and see if it works. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave you guys out here, and I'm gonna go ahead inside and start it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of how it sounds. I haven't heard it yet, so this is gonna be the first startup, and I'm excited, so check it out. Super happy on how this hood exit came out, but the only thing is I still got to make the hole in the hood, and I think that's probably going to be the hardest part. I'm scared of doing that because you only have one chance, and if you mess it up, you're gonna have to buy a whole new hood. So I'm actually on my way to Harbor Freight right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get it like a 4.5 inch what's it called, circular saw, and I'm gonna try to make the hole in the hood. Wish me luck, guys, wish me luck. holes made. Oh my god. This is gonna be the moment of truth. Hopefully I made it in the right spot, because if not, it's gonna be a real big problem. I'll try to put this back to where I want it. Try to close it up there, see what happens. There. No, it's not centered. Damn it. We're gonna have to get a flange, but not too big of a deal. Not too big of a deal. Alright guys, so actually I went ahead and cut about 2 inches off the top of this. I gotta clean it up and make it straight, obviously, but I didn't want to go ahead and make this hole bigger. And now it clears it. It clears it, guys. It touches just a little bit on the back end, but that's just fine. I'd rather it touch like that than have it make a bigger hole. I think it looks cleaner like that too. Look at that. And I'm thinking of making it shorter. I feel like it's too tall for my likings. A little bit just too tall. So that's actually perfect. That's so perfect, guys. We did it. We did it. I think I'm gonna cut it down to probably around halfway, because I don't like how long it looks. I've never been a fan of like the big hood stack. I just want like something subtle and small. But I think it actually came out pretty good. So I went ahead and took it back off the truck. Works great. I love the way that it works. I'm gonna go ahead and install this exhaust wrap so it keeps the exhaust temperatures lower in the engine bay, because I don't want it to get too hot in there. So this should help. Hopefully I have enough. This is about 15 feet. I don't know how much I'm gonna use. If not, we're gonna have to go for another pack. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do next. Alright guys, so this is all of that 15 feet. Barely did much, but it at least covered half of the whole pipe. So I just need to get another 15 footer and probably covers the whole thing. It's currently the next morning, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the truck in the daylight, just because I finished it at night yesterday and you couldn't really see. But here she is. Here's the hood stack. I went ahead and got some black paint, black exhaust paint, and went ahead and painted it up. She doesn't look too bad. Eventually I want to get like a chrome tip for it, but it'll do for right now. Let's go ahead and start it up. A little cold start. See how it turns out. Guys, in all her glory. Come to the quieter side of things, because I want to talk to you guys now. But this is actually where I'm at in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, guys. You guys know exactly when I post. Let's get it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.